The truth always carries the ambiguity of the words used to express it. Man is the only creature who refuses to be what he is. Weekends don't count unless you spend them doing something completely pointless. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is reluctance. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Prepare yourself for success. You have to see it coming to get there. Your conscience is the measure of the honesty of your selfishness. Listen to it carefully. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's there are few. Seek only light and freedom, and do not immerse yourself too deeply in the worldly mire. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Stand up for what is right, even if it means standing alone. The body is wiser than its inhabitants. The body is the soul. The body is God's messenger. Happiness is a choice that requires effort at times. One word of encouragement can be enough to spark someone's motivation to continue with a difficult challenge. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. Everybody knows death is inevitably coming, but it never fails to catch everybody by surprise every time one is going. He had a look of composed dissatisfaction, as if he understood life thoroughly. Listen to me, Thorfinn. You have no enemies. No one has any enemies. There is no one that you should hurt. Martha, truth or illusion? George, you don't know the difference. George, no, but we must carry on as though we did. Martha, amen. Faith is not belief in spite of evidence, but a life in scorn of the consequences. A man's concern, even his despair, over the worthwhileness of life is an existential distress, but by no means a mental disease. The best index to a person's character is how he treats people who can't do him any good, and how he treats people who can't fight back. Embrace the truth that joy does not happen to us. It reflects our mindset and choices. The power to change your life lies in the simplest of steps. Taking on too much of other people's drama is just a poor excuse for not taking ownership and control over your own life. The strong man is not one who is good at wrestling, but the strong man is one who controls himself in a fit of rage. No matter how long you train someone to be brave, you never know if they are or not until something real happens. The simple things are also the most extraordinary things, and only the wise can see them. I have a deeply hidden and inarticulate desire for something beyond the daily life. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Don't look so worried. Most successful missions are just a series of barely averted disasters. Concern yourself not with what you tried and failed in, but with what is still possible to do. Spirituality is a normalized state of persistent personal growth achieved in harmony with others. You realize that our mistrust of the future makes it hard to give up the past. Being angry, resentful, or saddened by rejection can suck the sweetness out of acceptance. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. Choose to correct your mistakes rather than comparing it to others. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. I want to dream a dream so wonderful that I'll wake up sorry that it wasn't a memory. What one generation finds ridiculous, the next accepts, and the third shudders when it looks back on what the first did. Until you step into the unknown, you don't know what you're made of. Gamitin ang puso para alagaan ang tang malapit sayo. Gamitin ang utak para alagaan ang sarili mo. We are good to others only because we think that is, or will be, good for us. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. You may be the only person left who believes in you, but it's enough. It takes just one star to pierce a universe of darkness. Never give up. Persistence is the quality of winners. Successful people never give up. Give up to grace. The ocean takes care of each wave till it gets to shore. You need more help than you know. A thing worth having is a thing worth cheating for. I believe in the fundamental truth of all great religions of the world. Truth is a hard master and costly to serve, but it simplifies all problems. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Damn right I like the life I live because I went from negative to positive. No matter how slow you go, you are still lapping everybody on the couch. I said somebody should do something about that. Then I realized I am somebody. I believe that words are strong, that they can overwhelm what we fear when fear seems more awful than life is good. There are souls in this world who have the gift of finding joy everywhere and leaving it behind them when they go. My story was not the story of a girl's broken dreams. It was the story of a girl who couldn't be broken. Champions have the courage to keep turning the pages because they know a better chapter lies ahead. Bring up the past only if it will help to build the future. Otherwise, it's best to be left to sleep. You have two choices: to conquer your fear or to let your fear conquer you. The storm stops at the door. Love reigns, peace dwells. To make a true choice, we must have true knowledge. I felt lonely and content at the same time. I believe that is a rare kind of happiness. Well, it's hard to be yourself. It's the hardest job there is. Don't forget, a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated. If people make fun of you, that probably means you're doing something right. Be a surfer. Watch the ocean. Figure out where the big waves are breaking and adjust accordingly. Sometimes the truth has difficulty breaching the city walls of our beliefs. A lie, dressed in the correct livery, passes through more easily. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Have faith in your ability. You will do just fine. What is considered impossible is someone else's opinion. What is possible is my decision. Every problem is an opportunity for a solution. More at qpe.co.in. Life always begins with one step outside of your comfort zone. Losing your life is not the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing is to lose your reason for living. No one dies of fatal truths nowadays. There are too many antidotes. Hearts are breakable, Isabel said. And I think even when you heal, you're never what you were before. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is at all comprehensible. People always say life is too short for regrets. But the truth is, it's too long. Stop longing. You poison today's ease, reaching always for tomorrow. You can collect many friends by hiding your reality, but you can earn few genuine friends by showing your reality. The thing about a spiral is, if you follow it inward, it never actually ends. It just keeps tightening infinitely. If you would not be forgotten, as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading or do things worth writing. Don't carry your mistakes around with you. Place them on the floor and use them as stepping stones to where you want to go. Give me the facts and I will determine my own truths. Sometimes I can hear my bones straining under the weight of all the lives I'm not living. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. Above all else, guard your heart, for it affects everything else you do. The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. The prettiest flowers earn their honor in the ugliest dirt. If a man is to shed the light of the sun upon other men, he must first of all have it within himself. I am fallen, flawed, and imperfect. Yet drenched in the grace and mercy that is found in Jesus Christ, there is strength. These inspired futures hold futuristic inspirations. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with joy are goodness, beauty, and truth. When your back is to the wall and you are facing fear head-on, the only way is forward and through it. Don't live down to expectations. Go out there and do something remarkable. The boy and his heart had become friends, and neither was capable now of betraying the other. If you cannot find peace within yourself, you will never find it anywhere else.